I'm Kirk Hanson, Executive Director of the Markkula Center for Applied Ethics at Santa Clara University. This is one of a series of short videos with Stephan Rothlin, the Secretary General of the Center for International Business Ethics in Beijing, China. He's also a professor at the International University of Business and Economics in Beijing. Stephan, one of the problems that American companies, I don't know about European companies, but American companies most worry about is how do I take this phenomenon of whistleblowing, which is already difficult in the United States, and transport it to China and to other societies where our sense is that whistleblowing is less accepted. Is whistleblowing or hotlines, can they work in China?
I very much think so. I think the latest strong examples come from Japan, which is a society considered extremely consensus-oriented, where you had spectacular whistleblowers, workers, who kind of stood out against abuse of old meat. So that was the recent string of scandals. But I think also in the Chinese culture, people are not afraid to voice their criticism. So I was actually surprised when I discovered, even in the labor law of 1995, that workers, employees, according to the labor law, are encouraged to voice their criticism. And I think in China it's very useful to use also hotlines, encourage employees to express their sincere concerns.
And have them report via telephone, via email. What within the Chinese culture is an acceptable way of doing that kind of criticism or communication?
What I think is extremely important is to safeguard the confidentiality of each whistleblower so that they feel comfortable. So getting in touch with one designated member of the board. I think that's a way to secure that a person is protected. Since obviously nowhere, and of course not in China, you are, for instance, encouraged to challenge the boss. Of course not. But I think that works, and that would allow.
So it's the fact that it's a board member or the very highest hierarchical authority in the organization is okay or is better than challenging directly your own boss in this hierarchical system.
Absolutely, and you need to be protected. Sometimes, of course, it's the problem if the board is basically the friends of the boss. But that's for me a bit the key to advance or make it concrete and realistic. So, and I think that's the way how some companies actually use whistleblowing. And
one of the problems in the West is the misuse of whistleblowing systems, employees who use it to try to settle a private argument with a particular boss or individual. Is that likely to occur in China? Does it occur?
Absolutely. I think you have to communicate clearly what is meant by whistleblowing, not denouncing. Obviously, you have this downside. But my experience also in China is you are very closely observed. And I think there is a fair chance that you get to the bottom of the problem. If somebody blows the whistle, I think in China you have the chance to know the true story.
Thank you.
Thank you.